How many different bank accounts should you have? So I did some research about what experts recommend and what other people were doing. And I found that some people had over 15 different bank accounts. What these people are doing is using their bank account as a budgeting tool. So they might have a bank account for the bills, the rent or mortgage, emergency fund, insurance, car payment, and even birthdays. This is the wrong way to manage your finances. It's overwhelming and way too complicated. The more accounts you have, the more chances you'll have for overdrafts. What I do and what most experts recommend is start with 2 accounts at 2 different banks. You might even want to add a half account, and I'll explain what this is later on. Having 2 accounts still might seem like a lot of work, but after I explain this video, it's going to seem really simple. The first account is going to be a checking account. A checking account is where all your money goes into, like a paycheck or direct deposit. If you don't have direct deposit, I would strongly recommend getting it. It's going to make everything else in this video much easier. So this checking account will be for all your bills and everyday spending. Things like your rent or mortgage, utilities, phone bill, living expenses, clothes, entertainment. So think of it like your wallet. Money comes in and money goes out. Some people have an optional second checking account just for paying bills. If you want to budget, I don't think this is a bad idea. You can automatically transfer money to this account every month to make sure it's funded. Just make sure you have a little extra money in this account since bills can fluctuate every month. Another thing you can do is pay bills for the entire year. I do this with my phone bill and my car insurance, and it saves a little bit extra money up front. So how much money should you keep in your checking account? It's good to keep 1 to 2 months worth of expenses in your checking account. This will make sure that all your bills are paid, you have extra spending money, and money for small emergencies. Some people want to keep this emergency money in a separate savings account at the same bank. So this is what I call the half account. If you are on a tight budget, this might be a good idea. Any extra money in your checking account should be moved to a high yield savings account. A high yield savings account is an online savings account that will pay 10 to 20 times more interest than your typical bank. So while your money is just sitting there, it will earn a little bit extra money. This account will be used for anything that you want to save up for within the next 5 years. So this will be your emergency fund, maybe vacations, down payments, basically any large purchases. The reason why you want to keep this at a separate bank is because you want to be able to earn that extra interest that your normal bank won't be able to offer. And by keeping it in a separate bank, you'll know exactly how much is in it and you won't accidentally overspend it. It's also better for security because nobody else is going to know about this account. These banks are still going to be FDI insured just like a normal bank. So inside your savings account, you might be saving up for different things. If you want to keep your money more organized, some banks have what are called buckets or sub-accounts. For example, Ally Bank has buckets that you can put money into and label, so you can keep your money organized without needing to open up other accounts. Another thing to know is that online savings accounts might have withdrawal limits. Depending on your bank, you might be only able to withdraw 6 to 10 times per month. If you're using your account correctly, this shouldn't be an issue since you won't be withdrawing from this account very often. You also don't want to use your high yield savings account as a retirement account. Anything over 5 years should probably be invested in a different account where it can earn more money. If you're investing for retirement, consider getting a 401k or IRA. Even if you don't have a lot of money, you should still open a high yield savings account. You can find a no minimum and no fee account and deposit just $5. And you might be thinking, why does $5 even matter? First, it will give you the knowledge, experience, and confidence in managing your money. And the second reason is you're much more likely to save money when you actually have a savings account. Every time you get your paycheck, you'll remember that you have a high yield savings account that you can put money into. So this $5 is going to give you a huge head start. Once you have your account set up, you can start automating everything. What I do is I pay for everything with my credit card, and then I have my checking account automatically pay my credit card off every single month. You can also set up an auto payment from your checking account to your high yield savings account. So now all your bills are paid and you're saving money automatically. You can set up schedules based on when you get paid. So if you get paid on the 1st of the month, you can have your credit card be paid off on the 7th. This will give you enough time to check everything and make sure there's no issues. Overall, everyone should have at least 2 accounts, your checking account and a high yield savings account. Start with these 2 accounts, and based on your budget, you can always add more if you want to. The goal though should be to keep things simple, organized, and effective. If you want a list of no fee, no minimum high yield savings accounts, check the description.